Mike? Hello? Mike?
Brains. Brains.
Are you looking for yours? Because I'm afraid you lost it a long time ago.
Hey, I was just trying to set the mood here.
Well, go ahead.
Brains. No, see, you ruined it. And it's a shame, too. I had something really special lined up for us tonight.
I'm dying from anticipation. Would you just tell me what we're watching?
Well, last time we watched silent films, and we got a good look at the first time one of the most famous movie monsters was ever seen on film, Dracula.
Yeah, classic. One of my favorite monsters, right along with Frankenstein, mummies, and the Wolfman.
All classic monsters. Stories of vampires have been around for thousands of years, even werewolves, ghosts, demons. But there is one classic monster who's still all the rage in movies and TV shows. One who's only been scaring the kiddies for less than half a century. I'm talking, of course, about zombies.
Yes, I love zombies.
Of course you love zombies. Everybody loves zombies. What's not to love?
So, what do you mean zombies have only been around for 50 years? I could have sworn they were older than that.
Well, can you describe a zombie for our viewers out there?
Well, sure, they're dead bodies who've come back to life. Well, not life, they're still dead. They walk around aimlessly, searching for living bodies to feast upon. They're unrelenting and don't feel pain. The only way to kill them is to shoot them in the head.
Yeah, I think you've hit the nail on the head there when you're talking about the modern perception of a zombie. But the idea of the mindless, flesh-feasting fiends wasn't always the first thought that ran through people's minds when they heard the word zombie.
All right, I'm ready to be enlightened.
Well, let's take a look at the zombie myth. A zombie is typically a person who has no will of their own, someone who is controlled by an outside source. Now, in Haiti, they believed that certain voodoo witch doctors possessed the power to bring people back from the dead. These corpses were able to move around and were controlled by the people who brought them back to do their bidding. No thoughts, no feelings, no will of their own.
Now that's a scary thought.
Tell me about it. People would live in fear of these voodoo sorcerers, which typically was a way for them to control people without actually having to bring them back from the dead.
See, that brings us back to the whole loss of identity, universal fear.
Exactly, Karen. That fear ties in all of the movies I have in mind for tonight.
All right, sock it to me. What's on deck?
Well, I thought we'd take an in-depth look at how the contemporary zombie movie came about, and the man behind it all, the godfather of ghouls, George A. Romero.
Night of the Living Dead.
Hey, you know your stuff.
Hey, this ain't my first rodeo.
Well, did you know that Romero never used the word zombie in his masterpiece?
I guess I never thought about that. Why not?
Well, like I said, we didn't have this idea of the zombie before this movie. He never considered them zombies. It wasn't until after the fact that this became the go-to term. So I thought we'd take an in-depth look at the movies that heavily inspired Romero and would lead to one of the biggest horror sensations in Hollywood. First up, we have White Zombie, starring Bela Lugosi.
White Zombie, like the metal band?
Well, it's no secret that Rob Zombie's a fan of horror movies. He even directed a few good ones, as well as a few terrible remakes.
So is this where he got the name for his band?
You bet.
All right, well, it must be pretty good. What's it about?
All right, this is a great film. It takes a really good look at the Haitian zombie myth. A young couple's wedding night is cut short when the bride dies tragically and under mysterious circumstances. But when her body goes missing from the tomb, local legends become horrifying reality.
Ooh, it sounds creepy. I think I'm ready.
All right, and for your viewers at home, feast your zombie eyes on this.